What I recommend. Keeping. Don't play the second Cling to Dust. Don't even have to play the first one. Maybe you can play 4 Vindicates, I'm not sure. It's probably behind the curve. Probably need like at least 4 1-mana removal spells. Even with yeah, the Solitudes. I think I've 3-2'd like my last 8 leagues or something. Maybe 7, but at least 7. When I run Energy Refractor and Coffers, if you want to splash, what does that card do? Genuinely asking. I have no idea. Alright, looking for a land. Looking for a land. Looking for love. Looking for a land. Top. Alright, now I know what to sing. Oh, Pinted Prism? Is that literally Pinted Prism? What are we talking about? Why not play Pinted Prism? I guess, you know, we used to play... I mean, 2-mana Astrolabe is not the worst. But Chromatic Stormworks it brought back is why not. I remember Mingu rapped when that redemption was so sick. I'm just gonna go, Temple Garden! Temple Garden. Just not prepared to rap. I do like that the Path of Perils give us like this transformative sideboard plan against like these creature decks. Sprawn, 10 months, thank you for doing well. Why not recommission Scales? I don't think you want to splash. Like, if I was going to splash white, I'd play Esper Sentinel, but like, I don't think recommission is better than any other card in the deck. And it also raises the curve in a way that I'm not interested in. And it's a reactive card instead of proactive too, sometimes. Alright, I know I keep messing with the desk today, I just don't know if I want to sit or stand. But I do know I want to get a little drink of water real quick. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna put back nothing, because this is a 7. Gonna fetch Absent Triome. Can you cast the flip side of Valkyrie with the Invasion? I'm pretty sure no. I'm pretty sure that was like the exact change they fixed from when like Cascade Valkyrie was broken. No 1 or 2, nor 2 drop in my Saga in my opponent's hand. What is happening? They don't have Spell Pierce up. I'm sure they have Surge. They mulligan. They mulled to 6, but even then, what did they keep? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fade the Mana Tithe. All right. GG. Good games. Good games, opponent. Draw land. Alright, Insane actually has a land. We talk about Keth's combo yet today? Please, no. I was like lamenting last week that I probably have to work on Keth's combo because I think it's like probably playable or like reasonable to work on. I just can't do it, y'all. I just can't. I just don't want to learn it and then like innovate on it. I don't know, y'all. But, you know, maybe someone else can. Okay, we're probably in a Nissa mirror. Huge paper tournament tomorrow. What deck would I play? 2 choices, please. 2 choices, please. How about a top 5 list for you? How about, I'm probably going to play like a Nissa deck or Scales tomorrow in the challenge. Top 14, top 14. Defenders, hell yeah. I love Defenders. I mean, you really can't go wrong with Creativity. Creativity is like de facto like good choice. Creativity Rhinos. Nissa scales. Now we're cooking. Gen Saga. Yeah, Mill is honestly like... Mill and Dredge are like very... Mill, Dredge, Burn are all quietly like... great choices, I think. Maybe I'm supposed to pick up fetch land here. It's just so bad if they kill my Wrenn. Yeah, I was supposed to pick up the land. 5 color or Jund or 4 color creativity. What's my go-to? It's like definitely 5 color or like not Jund. It's play Binding, play Teferi, play Spell Pierce. Play those cards and creativity. Yeah, Burn is also like quietly great right now, I think. Since Murktide is on the decline. Probably getting Solituded here, yeah. Because they would have bolted the Wrenn. Reaching Eldari's Call. That is okay with me. I could just jam my next Nissa right now. Let's not. I think our mana is good enough here that we don't have to get our Triome. Art, 8 months, thank you. Then we can maybe cycle the Triomes later. Alright, so I guess we're not going to Binding the Nissa right now. Because they could trigger it anyways. There's a good chance I'd rather Fury it. If I go Nissa into Fury, I can go Nissa into Hardcast Fury next turn if they don't remove it in response. They find a Solitude though, so less likely. They also may be hardcasting their own Fury right now. Which I could have Bindinged. It's okay. It's okay, yeah. Big draw step here. Let's just Fury kill just Nissa. Let's hit a Solitude mystery card. Invasion of Alara over Invasion of Ergamon. I hate it. Like, this is just not a deck that cares about an 8/8, and Ergamon tutors Invasion of Alara. That's huge. It's like just so important. Ergamon's been great in this deck. Tom with Switch Prime, Art with the 8, thank y'all again. Hope I didn't miss one of y'all. Yeah, Invasion is like really only good if you have like good 1-drops to hit. Which is kind of why I wanted to play a Jund version of the Death Shadow deck, because like being able to get Dragon Rage's Channeler gives the card like a little bit of extra flexibility. So we may do that next week, I don't know. The card has looked pretty good when I've like seen it in action lately though. Alright, Modern is just all Flame Tongue Kavus. Always has been. I'm definitely gonna play the Hexmage. May also play my Nissa. Just think, maybe I'm supposed to discard Nissa to this, but I think I'm okay discarding Solitude. Because I can block the Fury with this. Oh, it's a human. Okay, cool, then I guess we're not gonna do that next week. Never mind. Thanks for the heads up. Maybe go to block sack. Just take 6 also, discard a worse card. I'm gonna just trade the Ergamon for the Fury. Keep the life total high. Yeah, this is the main thing you want it for, right? Is turning up your Invasion of Alara. Also, you know, mana fixing, ramping. Just good. Let that tap this for green. Yeah, I guess we cast the Guardian, put the Hexmage into the hands. Flicker here. Win if we find Saheeli, of course. Wrenn and Six, Wrenn and Six. We have Hexmage to flip this next turn at least, and they only got 2 cards in their hand. Cool game. Surprised you took the blind invasion over flip invasion line. Well, we get to flip it next turn, and this is just like a 2 extra cards, and a matchup per cards matter a lot. I have the potential to win right now if I hit Saheeli, which is like really high upside. It's really unlikely that I can't flip the invasion next turn. I'm not under enough pressure to need to flip it this turn. I don't have a good permanent to copy if I flip it. There's just like a lot of reasons to take this line. I don't have a creature to put counters on if I flip it. So, that is the list of why I took this line, I guess. But I feel like my opponent's maybe trying to kill my binding in response to me hexmaging. So I'm going to cast my Invasion of Alara first. Good draw step. Get Overgrown Tomb. No, Stomping Ground. White, red, white or green. No, sorry, just green. Damn it. I honestly feel like I'm hitting the right color and it's giving me the wrong color. Obviously I feel like that, I guess, but... Blink. Healy. We have an instant speed Invasion of Alara flip if we need it. Opponent says, nice deck. Yeah, this is a nice one. Bob, thank you for the 13 months. Okay, so we're in the Nissamir. Honestly, having something like Path of Peril as a way to kill Elish Norn doesn't seem terrible. That's all it does. Maybe we should Necromentia Elish Norn. Can try to race it. They definitely have it, I think, because they're on Eldarmy's Call. I'll bring in 1. Just because the card's so unbeatable, and I think I have like the inevitability in the late game without it. Is the Stoneforge package good on its own, or does it really need Giver or something to protect the turn 3? I mean, Giver really is good with the Stoneforge package usually. You don't have to play it. You know, you can play like blue-white Stoneblade without Givers, with just like counter spells and stuff. What's on the Mold to 6? Flipped battle kills Elish. That's true, yeah. That is an out to it actually. Yeah, still stuck in 3-2 limbo. Okay, I guess. I haven't dropped in any leagues lately. Haven't been spewing. Often does it happen to have Cleave and Path of Peril? I've done it one time. But this is a matchup where it's like, weirdly enough, 6-mana Wrath isn't the worst. Okay. Oh, what's funny is we can get either Xander's Lounge or Indatha Triome. Because we have Stevens and Temple Garden. I don't think it really matters. I guess, sorry, no, it did matter because Triumph let me play a tap land and hold up Binding. That was a little bit better. But I drew Wrenn, so nothing matters. Yeah, I know I brought a Necromentia, not Path. That was on purpose. I was debating between the two. Hexmage like killing Teferi is so funny. It's really funny to me. I don't know why. This deck be playable without Wrenn and Six. Most 4 and 5 color decks would be much worse without Wrenn and Six existing. I would prefer not to Binding that. I can at least like take a draw step. Alright, have to Binding it, I think. Then we get a Blood Crypt, play Saheeli, and hope to not get Elish Norned, but if they do Elish Norn me, I have outs with the Invasion. Yeah, no cards to flashback with the Rimblum. I remember, like, back right after MH1, there was a few decks I would play that had no way to flashback with the Rimblum, and and people would always question it, but it's like, you don't play Wrenn for the emblem. There's some cards on the sideboard, I guess, but... Ami Nom Nom. Not into Norn. Binding my Saheeli, probably. Yep, 3 cards in their hand, 3 mana floating. One of them for a Wrenn and Six. So can I play plains, green, yeah, Abzan, red, blue. Okay, not getting a land back with Wrenn. This is pretty sweet. I think this turn actually I want a Hexmage. So I'm gonna draw 2. Oh yeah, then I just destroy the binding and win. So yeah, definitely wanted to do that. Calculated. Man, this deck is sick. Couldn't you bind in the binding cast Felidar? Yeah, that too. Maybe better to kill Omnath. Go Xander's Lounge, Temple Guard, and discard the Indatha Triome. We'll see, we'll see. Gales? Because I can't get, I guess I can go just Triome. Now I can get Steam Vents, so we're fine. Patchy, 4 cards in hand. Which are good here. I don't know if I'm supposed to play, I don't think I'm supposed to play my Invasion this turn. Because I can go Steam Vents into Binding. I think I'm just going to use this as ramp. It tends to be what I value a bit more. Scales is a very good matchup, I think. Especially post-board, you get to bring in 4 Force of Vigor, 4 Path of Peril. Beat Scales earlier. Although our Scales opponent was like really alive and just conceded way too early. Like a lot of my Scales opponents have done this week. Second copy. 3 cards in hand. Drum. 5 power Patchy. I think I'm supposed to play this. I just have so many good hits. I have like so many 5s I can cast next turn, although the Incarnations can't kill this, which is a problem. Land, which is also kind of a problem. I'm just gonna kill the Hardened Scales again though. I can potentially flicker this with the Guardian next turn and chump block the Patchwork for a turn as I dig for Invasion of Alara. I just really don't want to pay for the ward or have to pay for the ward right now. Yeah, I could maybe play this in the challenge tomorrow. We'll see how today goes. It's been going pretty well today. Is Nissa better than Omnath in this deck? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. And if you don't think so, you can just play Omnath instead, I guess. Gets Ozolith, 3 cards in hand. Guess we're down to Ravager. Not Zabaz, though. In a world where Rhino's creativity and Murktide reign supreme, is Burn a good matchup versus field? Yeah, I think Burn's really well positioned. It does not have a good Murktide matchup, but it's not a super bad matchup, and it's not a super bad matchup either. And Patchwork or Hexmage is always so funny in this matchup. Let's go Swamp Guardian, untap the Swamp Hexmage, pass. What was I saying? By Nissa Moto. So I bought 2 on Monday, and then I had to open like 70 packs of Aftermath, which I do not recommend doing to get my other 2 Nissas. They are very hard to get at the moment. I could not get them for Mana Traders either. So my plan is to go chump, block here, flip Invasion, discard this, get an Invasion of Alara, cast Invasion of Alara, hope to win. Would I tech it to burn if you wanted to target Murktide matchup better? I don't know. Exquisite Firecraft, maybe. Like, some people, main deck Exquisite Firecraft has been popular lately. That might be the answer. But just their formula of, like, Ragavan, Ledger Shredder, not a very painful mana base, and lots of cheap counter spells. There's not really, like, there's not really much you can do to, like, really target it. That formula is just very good against burn. Could have helped. It's okay. I hate to, you know, burden you. Yeah, I want to keep mine for now, though. Could have flickered battle to rummage. I think it's way better to be able to play the Hexmage, right? Oh, sorry, right, because I get the treasure. Yeah, it was better to flicker the invasion. I forgot about the treasure. My opponent revealed Gemstone Caverns to Ancient Stirrings. I guess they just needed a land. Sorry, that's actually not that surprising. I was just a little surprised. Yeah, Firecraft is probably your best option against Burn. Do have the Ravager. Thankfully, because I have 2 blockers, I'm not dead. Not this turn. It's my favorite bad magic card. Jade Avenger. Let's see what we draw. Obviously, almost definitely just casting this. I guess Saheeli would be a card I'd cast instead. Blue, red. 3 life and a dream. Damn it. We are dead on board. They may miss that. They can give Zabaz flying though, because it's not a super common line, so we make it to untap. Like, I don't think I've activated Zabaz for flying the entire time I've been playing Scales recently. Maybe exactly 1 time, so just gonna make them see it. They could also play around Solitude. Isn't killing Ravager better than flipping the battle? Nope. I know, like, this didn't end up working out, but this is like the play to win line. I'm still like, I'm really behind if I just kill the Ravager, especially because Ravager gets to move its counters to Zabaz and kill me next turn anyways. Like, I'm still dead to this. Okay, I have like this transformative sideboard plan. Not that the combo's terrible in this matchup. I know one is this. Right, so yeah, no Solitude, of course. Yeah, dead to Zabaz either way. This was the better line. All my fans always, they apologize for slow play. Just because I complain too much about it. Whenever I have opponents that play really slow, my mental process is always like, don't say anything about how slow they're playing. Just find anything else to say. And I just sometimes they're just so slow I can't I can't help it. Deck looks so nice against Scales post board. Guess you think of the curve like this. Oof. This looks like a pile. It is a pile, but it is a pile that's winning today. I know, it's all... The sweetest decks are decks that look like a pile, but just come together really well. But it is definitely a pile. They don't have red mana Sec Patrick. They had Ravager. I'm not going to keep Double Force. I would love to keep Double Force. We won on a multi-5 against Scales earlier. This hand's honestly not that unreasonable to keep. Put back Plains, have Force and Solitude up. Have Path of Peril to draw into. Yeah, no, I actually think it's correct to keep. It's close, but it's fine. Obviously, like, basic Plains being the land is so much worse than, like, a fetch land, but this is unreasonable to keep. I think it's correct. I would go to 6 if this was my 7. I think this is better than the average 5 by a good amount, even. Patrick's pretty good against my hand. But it's just like these cards are gonna buy me a lot of time, and then Path to Peril is also like really good to like get into, or potentially I draw a different green card and it's later to recoup. I said put Plains back. Okay, that is unreasonable. Yeah, now they're down to 2 cards in their hand. I still have Solitude. Doing okay. They draw the land. Okay. Hope we can find a fetch land. But that is a good draw, weirdly enough. Just like a red source away from pulling ahead. We still have Solitude up. My total's high. I got 2 cards. Probably gonna play a XX spell for 2. If it's hanger back, we have to Solitude it. It's Ballista instead, so we maybe try to play the Path. Don't have infinite time. I think I need to Solitude the Ballista now. We could draw a red source this turn, or sorry, a fetch land. It has to be a fetch land. We're doing really well. Alternatively, Force of Vigor is a really good draw. There's honestly like not much else that's super good. Let's fucking go. Get Blood Crypt. Next turn we can go Nissa, trigger Nissa Path of Peril. Potentially. I wonder if putting back Path instead of Fury was better. It wasn't. It wasn't. I think it wasn't. I don't think you want to keep the third pitch card. Maybe because you're low on lands. I don't think so though. Inkmoth could be a problem, but they're honestly pretty far away from killing me with Inkmoth. Any consideration to play Nissa there instead? Might have been better. Fluxabaz. They died to Ballista. They did find Nissa. They needle Wrenn and Six. And then, so their hand is now Ballista, Welding Jar. Which is interesting. I think I still Path of Peril. Oh, it just gets the Welding Jar out of it. Yeah, we'll cast it just to get the Welding Jar gone. Good hit, good hit. I guess maybe holding it. We get 2 for 1 next turn. But also, like, we're so likely to find a 5 that we want to use our mana on the 5 next turn. That makes sense. Okay, so they can 3/3 Ballista if they want. They can also go 2/2 Ballista. Zabaz put 2 counters on it. This only has 1 counter on it, so you have 2 counters on the Zabaz, so they can kill the Nissa, and not lose the Ballista, but they lose the Zabaz instead, and then they have a 1/1 Ballista. 3/3 Ballista. They know I have Solitude. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is play my land, make a white mana, then cast Solitude, target the Ballista, and then they'll kill my Nissa response, but then I can get another trigger off the Nissa. Instead, they're choosing to go after the Solitude, which is totally fine with me. Now we get another trigger. Back up Nissa. So that ended up working out better for them because I hit Nissa. 1 card in their hand. Could be good for them to Zabaz onto Nexus this... Oh, they're flying, okay. Flying, Pendlehaven, Zabaz. Should also fire up Nexus, unless they want the ability to Zabaz onto a Nexus. Yeah, no, yeah, they're not supposed to attack here. They're supposed to leave up Zabaz activation and Inkmoth activation, I think. Maybe not. Okay, really don't want to hit another Nissa. Okay, I think I have to Solitude and Inkmoth. Okay, if I Solitude the Zabaz, though, they can't put their counter onto Inkmoth. Yeah, it's a pretty slow clock. The 1 poison counter doesn't seem like it'll be relevant. I think we're like losing the race right now, or like we're maybe a little behind. We have a lot of good top decks though. They're hitting me for 3 poison a turn, which is a 3-turn clock, and then they're at 18, 15. Yeah, they're assuming I draw nothing, they're winning the race. But that's also all of their mana, so if I just draw anything, that dynamic changes really quickly. Although not anything, I guess, like Fury. I mean, Fury this turn puts me ahead in the race. Also, if they draw anything they want to do differently, then they're not racing. Yeah. Oh fuck. Damn it. Nexus. Sec Nexus 4, 6. Ravager kills me. I think I go to 9 poison. 4, 6, 8 counters. Yeah, I go to 9 poison. Shoots a boss with Wrenn? Damn, I missed the line. Man, I actually haven't activated Wrenn in like 4 turns. Damn it. You just hate when that happens. Oh, the Pendlehaven! Nice line. Oh, but if they Pendlehaven, they're not second the Nexus. Oh, no, don't do this. No, this is wrong. Because now any removal spell on the Ravager, like including, I guess not Fury, because they can't even say, no, this is huge punt. Because now they just can't modular. But yeah, this is an incredible punt from them. 8 counters would be lethal? Oh, no. Yes, no, you're right. 8 counters would be lethal. I don't know why I was thinking... Maybe I think I was either not counting the Ink Moth power or the one poison I had. But yeah, they did miss lethal. They did miss lethal. Although they could be playing around removal, although not very well. So we're now winning the race, right? Yeah, we're winning the race again. It was 8 power, but not 8 counters. It should have been 8 counters, right? It was 2, 4, 6. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. It was 8 power, and 9 counters. Which I mean, maybe I was right too. And I got gaslit by chat. Dang, I forgot to activate Red last turn. I'm gonna forget to activate it this turn. Have I seen Harry's Yargle list? Is it the Cragquick Reanimator deck? Because that's Dooms. But I have seen the Cragquick lists. Yeah, Stirrings is so good in the Scales deck. I was kind of like waffling on it earlier, but it's... I don't know why I didn't like it so much in past versions of Scales. I've been really liking it like these days. Opponent finds a hanger back. Yeah, they shouldn't have tapped out. They shouldn't have tapped out. That was a big mistake. But they didn't miss lethal. Opponent is dead on board. Should not have cast the Scales. Pretty good against Hangerback Walker. I think Lucy's asking to come in. Can you come in here, Lucy? Yeah, come here. Come help, yeah. Got Lucy helping. Got a cup of where? There she is. Lucy. Okay, we have turn 2 Leyline Binding, Nissa plus fetch lands. Yeah, I used the Nissa cam for the last for the Every Plate stream, and I just never set it back up, but I'll set it back up eventually. Again, 5-lander pretty tough, but Nissa is going to, like, you know, I think just like removal spell into Nissa, especially in a game where we can just slam Nissa turn 3. And then start casting 5-drops, hopefully. It's going to be good enough. But it doesn't have a Scales this game, it seems, either. I'm maybe supposed to main phase Binding Zabaz. I don't want to wait and let them get their modular off. Did I say Nissa Cam? Oh, I might have, but I meant Lucy Cam. Poor Lucy hasn't cuddled with anybody all day. Did my latest Hollowvine list from the Azo package? I don't think so. I haven't played the deck in a while either. Oslo's looking great here. Another binding is nice. Never play Elden Ring? Yeah. Yeah, only 2 cups on the desk. I don't know. I actually don't know why there's 2, because I did dishes yesterday. I got 1 for today. Making a token. Beat Horaloo. Yeah, you're almost done. This is game 3. The bot is out of whack, it seems. Oh, another Zabaz is nasty here. Scales is so good. Such a good deck. You need a big draw here. That ain't it. That ain't it. Although, I should have made a... I meant to make another red here. I guess we actually just Solitude the Construct. Need my opponent to have a whole lot of nothing. Not a whole lot of nothing. dead. Okay. Scale's great. Go to match number 4.
I only played like 2 hours last night, and I was like, ugh, barely any progress.
Yeah.
I only played for 2 hours. On Sunday, I think I played for like 6 hours straight.
Yeah.
I played
easily.
from like 4 p.m. to 10.
Yeah, I would never play video games for 6 hours straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when you were playing Resident Evil, I was just like, every time I saw you after the stream, you're just playing, I'm like, is he okay?
I mean, well, no, but that's funny. Okay, Grixis Triome, Temple Garden. I guess maybe Verdant Catacombs. I don't know. I don't know what my opponent would do that would make me tap when I get Indatha Triome though. Flamekin Harbinger. Okay, so we're up against the recommissioned Elementals build. No Nissa because there's Kahira.
Okay, also, I have not been able to build really cool things. Okay, I literally just got the paraglider because it didn't go to Hyrule Castle. And
Yeah, Esther probably spent like 20 hours without the paraglider.
Yeah, because I thought if you go to, they're like, oh, go to Hyrule Castle. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to face the gloom. I'm gonna have to face some enemies. I'm gonna get my hearts up. So I went to shrines and I got 1 more heart after that. So I was like, and then when I went to the castle, it's like, oh, go back over there. I'm like, this is stupid. What? I should have just gone here.
Get the record tracker over since this seems to be broken.
Sorry for the spoilers. But it's literally the beginning of the game, so
I told you about the nerd rage.
I'm sorry.
Let's just guard the Hexmage, cast some 5-drops. No, Esther doesn't stream, but she always talks about starting up.
I couldn't stream like video games because I just want to play the game. I don't want to talk to people.
Well, the thing that you say that, but
That's true.
it's like when I watch you play, it's like literally you're talking nonstop.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
It's okay.
I'm
Listen,
talking out loud.
not everything's got to be content.
Not everything is content. Although I would with this game.
So hopefully can Fury kill the invasion next turn, cast a Alara. We'll see. They have a Solitude, so that's not happening. Oh, my opponent is main decking Prismatic Endings. That's kind of weird.
Come on.
Okay. I think Me Retriever combo deck is still good. We played it earlier this week. I think we 3-2'd because we've 3-2'd to like every league the last like 3 days. It's like okay. Fury has 4-for-1. It was on a 4-for-1. the Reef got the trigger again. And they're playing Teferi. Okay, so their build is definitely pretty different from mine. They're playing Voice also. I think Brushfire is a lot better than Voice. Oh, damn it. I was thinking, I'm going to hold my fetch land for Nissa, and then didn't double check that I had double white. I knew today I'd like mess up with the mana base a few times. I'm like, just really think about it before you do anything. Yeah, it'd be so good to like have the Solitude in play. I could attack the Teferi this turn, then Solitude the Reef. Now I'm just like, just time walk to myself. Although if I draw Nissa, I'm going to be happy. It'd be so funny if I drew Nissa right now. Third Solitude is definitely punishing. Not the end of the world, though. I could have got Abzan Triumph here. It's like a little bit harder on the Woober because I have the Temple Garden, though. They're also playing Binding. It's kind of weird to play Binding and Prismatic Ending into Fairy with multiple caverns. I guess it's not that weird. And it's weird with Voice and Harbinger, though. With Voice and Harbinger, like I tend to prefer like the Aether Vial recommission. They got something good. Just Kahira. I mean, that is something good, I guess. All elementals modern these days. Well, I mean, that's what we've been like. I don't know. Like these days, we're like testing this. You know what I mean? Like when we're testing this, it's definitely going to be all All elementals. But yeah, I mean, we've been playing a lot against a lot of them too. I could kill Kahira and the front half of voice. I think I'm just gonna Solitude a voice here. If it's very 2 loyalty, I would probably Fury this turn. But I can also Fury kill Teferi next turn potentially. They also may catch in their Teferi, which would be fine. You just kill Teferi with Fury. That could be better, but we can do that next turn also. Fury needs to be Nyx to save the format. The Yawgmoth lobby. Yawgmoth lobbyist. It's got 1 card left in their hand. I think we just have to Fury the Fury. Could go 2-2. 2-2 doesn't seem that bad. I can also Solitude this turn. Go 2-2 and Solitude the Fury. I want to be able to Felidar Guardian my Fury. Could die to Wrenn and Six. Going to 1's pretty bad. Let's just kill their Fury. Cycles Indatha Triome. Killing either Fury or Teferi seems good. Yeah, we could kill Teferi and then hold up pitch Solitude. That line's not too bad. I need to kill Teferi before I try to flip my battle. So I guess I just attack them and then Felidar Guardian the Fury. Since if they have a removal spell for the Fury, I'm not going to be able to kill the Teferi with it anyways. I guess this is bad against exactly Endurance, but drew Ephemerate. Okay, glad that they drew it this turn and not when they had their own Fury in play. Gab, thank you for the raid. Hope you're doing well today. We've been playing a lot of the new Nissa this week, basically. Basically, that's all we've been doing this week. And this deck is like the craziest version we have by a lot. We're all over the place. What do you play to beat Elshnorn? You can kill Elshnorn with the backside of Invasion. If you Hexmage your Invasion, you can destroy Elshnorn, which is an out for sure. All right, all Furies all the way down. Do a fair bit of creativity. Yeah, I play Binding Teferi. I don't feel super strongly about like a lot of the flex spots in the 5-color build, but or I guess like I don't usually think of like the 4-color and the 5-color build as that differently. Like I think I would play the version without Persist in the main of the 4-color deck, but I just feel strongly that you should play at least 3 Spell Pierce, 4 Binding, 4 Teferi, obviously 4 Wrenn. And then, like, I would probably play Prismari Command in the flex spots. A lot of people have been playing Iteration. I think Iteration's pretty bad. But I do think Creativity is great. I think Creativity is, like, hard deck to go wrong with. I guess I don't correct the fetch because of Nissa. Hexmage doesn't work with Norn out. Hexmage does work with Norn. It's an activated ability, not a triggered ability. How many times have I flipped Alara without using Hexmage? 0. Is 5-color more prominent than 2-color? Creativity? Yeah. Yeah, 2-color Creativity is not really a thing at the moment. Or maybe ever. Okay, they're gonna chump block, I would think. Is that my bind? That's their binding. Obviously hoping they don't chump block. Oh, is 5-color more prominent than 2-color? No. I mean, Murktide and Scam are still, like, 2 of the top decks. I mean, yeah, lately, though, like, I mean, I don't know, it's Nissa week, you know? It's, you know, National Nissa week. Things are a little bit different. Cool. Pretty cool game. Oh, fuck. That's really bad. Got a lot of good top decks, but now we can't flip our invasion very easily. I think it's good to pick this up. We could have maybe even pinged the invasion, though. Could Could attack Solitude and Omnath plus Wrenn. I mean, I think the line we took made more sense. Like two or three turns ago, my opponent did not have they did not have a Ephemerate, and then like they cast one, so like playing around Ephemerate I don't think made a ton of sense. Well, let's see if they drew a Solitude. Doesn't look like it. Opponent said that they were fans, so they'll probably scoop to this in a second. I would hope. I'm 5 minutes ahead on clock, too. Mash, 6 months, thank you. Yeah, the Aftermath cards are not in the Stream Decker. Okay. Q. Probably just running it back. They have Kihira, so no Elesh Norn. Yeah, let's just run it back. Hey, the Dark Pool. Dude, the Dark Pool is like probably 100 times more clicks. No exaggeration. I was wondering what Saheeli like completely forgot about the cat combo. Yeah, this deck is so sweet. Yeah, I agree. Path of Peril has been like one of my favorite sideboard cards lately. Maybe don't need it in this shell, but again, like these like first drafts of decks always have like, you know, a sideboard that needs tuning. Oh, this deck is so beautiful. Yeah, we've flickered Invasion a lot. We've had some sweet turns so far today. It's been a good stream. Yeah, I don't know if Aftermath cards are in treasure chests. I haven't opened many chests lately. I've opened a lot of Aftermath packs though. Wait, do I not? I think we have one chest open maybe. Okay. Maybe I have been opening them. Alright, no Aftermath cards in this chest. Yeah, I know this deck is all over the place. Alright, let's mulligan this one. Keep this one, put back second Nissa? I think so. I mean, this being able to tutor Invasion potentially is really important. Nissa do be legendary also. I know, Wrenn and Six just helps your mulligan so much in these decks. It's really busted. You just get to like have like amazing mulligan to 5s in your fair deck. Yeah, the record tracker is broken, but it's up to date. We are up a game in match 4, 2-1 in the league. Lost to Scales. But the line is turn 2 Invasion, turn 3 Trigger Nissa. You cast the Wrenn and Six here, come on. I think. It's like the Invasion's a lot worse without the lands to discard. Just take a turn. Like Wrenn and Six is like +2 cards with this line, but we get to take the time off too. We delay Nissa by 1 turn. Also, Wrenn and Six, very notably important card against Risen Reef. Although if they have this, it's not as good. Not supposed to Solitude here because they have the Voice of Resurgence. I just built instead of Nissa with 4 Grazer, 4 Sprawl. It's been insane. I recommend Terminal Ramps. Terminal Ramps are like much worse with Invasion of Alara because you'll hit them. Also, what 8 cards did you cut for 4 Grazer, 4 Sprawl? Would be very helpful. I think I'm not discarding a card. Could discard Solitude, but let's not. Sprawl is like really awkward with Leyline Binding. I guess you could cut Binding, but Binding is like really nice in the deck. I'd either Fury or Solitude, maybe not both. I think with this you want both. Whatever you're playing Fable, not Nissa. But also with Fury and Solitude, you don't need the ramp spells as much because you just kill your opponent's creatures. Let's go red. And they're gonna Solitude my Nissa, it looks like. Pitching Dovin's Veto. And then I can't cast anything, so we will just get a Triome. No, don't get Triome. I can get Triome. Yeah, I can get Triome. But Blood Crypt is better. Discards no cards. 3 cards in their hand. Getting in for 4, putting me down to 9. What happened to their Kahira? Oh, no Kahira post board, so... Unless I guess they brought in Elishnorn. I think this card's really good. And like I don't know, the ramping, the filtering is really important, but it just like tutors your Invasion of Alara in the deck that's like built around playing Invasion of Alara. It just makes a lot of sense to me. So if I cast Solitude and Binding this turn, I can't cast an Invasion of Alara that I top deck. And I also don't feel like I need to. I could just take 4 pretty easy. Maybe attack my battle, maybe not, but like binding the token, flicker, exile, shaman, or voice. I want to be because I have Temple Guard and Plains Forest. I can't cast Invasion. I need Nassif to fix my mana base. The mana base is so... I always have a really hard time with the 5-color mana bases, and it's like it's always like you could make the mana base better if you didn't have to play, if you didn't feel like you wanted to play Plains for, if you didn't want to play Plains for Blood Moon. I guess we're looking at top deck Invasion or Saheeli. Saheeli would be best. Alright, that's what I asked for. We also have Binding up too. Oh, I should cast Binding first. So no, I never mind. I'm not flipping yet. I'm not flipping yet. Hold on. What color did I sack for? Blue. So I go blue, red. Okay, black. I hit Saheeli. I have to cast the Nissa. Need them to have nothing relevant. And I can cast Nissa. I can cast this even if I draw nothing, because Nissa will landfall for me. Looks like they have Rule Spell. No, it's Risen Reef. We're 0-1 against Creativity. I think the matchup's pretty bad. Okay, copy voice. I'm currently going to 1. Malmu, 21 months, thank you. Yeah, I mean, this mana base has felt fine too. It's just like not perfect, you know? Like, I hate Besage, especially with Utopia Sprawl. There's no way you can play it, I think. Or not no way, but especially with Utopia Sprawl, I really don't like it. I mean, this looks very, very, very similar to what I have. Is it the same Triomes? You have Saga? I don't know. It's tough. We could think more about it a little bit. Alright, they have a Harbinger. They find Solitude. I guess we're hoping for no white card unless we draw something. That's something, for sure. Or maybe something. So I can go Fury, Kill, Reef, Harbinger, Reflection. I can also Felidar Guardian, Flicker, Invasion of Alara. Which I think is, and then I can evoke Fury if I miss. But like, I think with them, like knowing that they have a Solitude, I think I'm not supposed to go for the combo here. Flicker land. They have Solitude. They tutor Solitude, so flickering the land feels like a losing line, and was a losing line. Yeah, flickering land does not win, again, because of this. Especially did not beat this. But we're not dead. Hit Hexmage, another Guardian to keep going. We're missing the missing land from it. Yeah, I already talked about how I had Saheeli with the landfall. Sold the line. Okay, this is a good start. So we can go here. This is such a fancy play. Everybody, if you're not watching, watch. We get to go Fury, Kill, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then with this trigger on the stack, flip Invasion, copy the Fury. So I'm going to draw 2, destroy their elemental token. No artifact to put into play. Copy this. Put all the counters on this Fury. And kill these two. Oh, and then I get a Risen Reef trigger, though. So I guess I should have killed the Reef last. Hard to stack all that correctly, I guess. They had a land, though. Wow. Just, like, that was one of the coolest turns I've ever had. And I misplayed, too. I could have had this on the top of the library. One of the fanciest plays I've ever I've ever done, though. Yeah, I just needed the other Fury triggered resolve first. Yeah, see, battles are permanents, yeah. They drew something big. Looks like a Solitude, but I'm going to gain... Oh, 6 mana. There's Manakinding. No! Okay, I saw Invasion of Alara is like my out to Elishnorn. And I can't actually flip it, but I can't cast my Invasion because I have Temple Garden Plains Forest, so I need mana. So I guess we cast a Hexmage this turn. We also have a First Strike Wall up now, I guess. Could attack. Attacking loses to top deck removal spell, but it puts myself opponent in a spot where they're like either chump blocking next turn. Could attack this battle also. Yeah, let's attack this battle. Because then I can get a land. Haven't tutored a land with this ever. Okay, pass back. We can get a swamp off this next turn. Worst case scenario. Oh, the battle's an ETB, right? Did you Elishnorn into Solitude? I still want the creature here, I think. Again, not over, I just need mana, and I have, you know, enough life points to work with because of the Solitude. So yeah, we're looking to... I guess I still want to... Let's see what we draw, Why not Binding the Elishnorn? Need him to brick. Voice? That's a brick. Come on, untap land. Yes! Naya, black, blue. So ETB doesn't trigger, but here I get to go. I need to cast this now because of voice. Okay, so I draw 2, destroy Elishnorn. No artifact to put into play. Copy a land because Binding won't trigger because Elishnorn is still alive. Then Binding Solitude. Solitude so I don't die to red and so they can't draw Ephemerate. And then I have Saheeli combo for next turn. I get a top deck though. There I've sixed. What a game. What a match. That was awesome. Would it not trigger because the Norn is destroyed at the point of resolution? It might actually. I'm not sure. I thought it was still in its stack. It might have actually triggered. Gonna call a judge. There's always something going on with Invasion of Alara. Ugh. What a game. No, opponent's not salty. They're just saying something nice in chat. Okay, y'all, we have been stuck in 3-2 purgatory for 3 or 4 days. I know yesterday and the day before we 3-2'd every single league. And today so far we 3-2'd. Can we get out of 3-2 purgatory? 4-1 prediction live. I think we keep. Need a little bit of help. We can, you know, boot away the Saheeli with the Ergamon, maybe. Norn dies to stay big after token is made during resolution, so no binding trigger. Okay, good to know. We took the right line that time. Yeah, made things a lot harder on ourselves by stacking our Fury triggers incorrectly. Island go. Esther's laugh sounds like a horrible weep sometimes. Oh, sorry, I should have obviously saved my fetch land. And she's coming in here to tell us what's funny.
You know, I get leads from different companies, and when I look at the company's websites, it's funny as hell sometimes.
What's the deal with company websites?
Yeah, this one company has, like, I guess it's for health stuff, and I don't know exactly. There's like their website is so vague, but they have like a slideshow of pictures, just images, and one of the images there's one woman, okay, that she's like working out, right? And then there's another image of a naked cat, and then a frog with a crown on it, and another image of just hands in the shower. One hand over the other because people are having sex in the shower, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why did you choose this image? And what does this have to do with a naked cat and a frog with a crown on its head? What in the world?
What's the deal with... Oh, sorry, I got distracted by the story.
Cat, sorry.
I meant to sack the treasure, then play fetch land. Sorry. Although we're up against Merfolk where, you know, maybe they'll dismember, but we'll see. The story was too captivating. Maybe my brain was like, I don't have green mana, I don't know. I guess I should have taken that line.
Lucy, come on.
Yeah, no Dark Souls hitless today, Canister. I've been taking a long break. No dismember, please. Hard to play correctly with, Okay, I think we're like definitely getting dismembered if they're playing Adept over Sylvoon. Yeah, there you go. I deserve it. Well, blue, black, green. Very funny, like all day I'm like, oh, I have Temple Garden, Forest, Plains, I can't cast Invasion. I can now. Maybe we get Forest, but... Forest pitch Sylvoon, damn. Damn. Merfolk too good. They have another Sylvoon. It's pretty fucking bad. I also don't have another untapped white source that Verdant Catacombs can search. So after binding this turn, have them do nothing too impactful, get Indatha Triome. So they could have Force of Negation land in their hand right now, and so me main phasing this binding would play around that, okay? Do you want Sacred Foundry and Breeding Pool? So that would be the other mana base, right? So I had like Sacred Foundry, Breeding Pool, Esper Triome, Jund Triome, but then Esper Triome is so bad with Wrenn and Six. I don't know. You could tweak the mana. The mana's really hard for me to figure out. It's like I've always struggled like to I think perfectly build these like Triome mana bases. They're just really tricky to feel like you just have it perfect. Second Solitude's pretty big though. Yeah, Temple Garden's been a problem. We could cut it for Sacred Foundry maybe. Are we down one? No, the record thing is broken. This is game one. They do seem to be flooding. And like one thing too is like your mana is a lot better if you just like accept being colder to Blood Moon. But like having the ability to get basic planes against Blood Moon decks and your binding deck is pretty relevant too. Dead to Dismember. They got Dismember and we're dead. Two. I think I'm gonna go -2 Saheeli, -2 Guardian in this matchup. You can't cut Temple Guardian because Kiwi Swift Lands. You can cut Garden if, yeah, you have to switch up the Triomes, right? Like, it doesn't have to be Xander's Lounge. But, yeah, it's like, the one thing that's so hard about the mana base is, like, every time you cut, like, one Shockland for another, or, like, one Triumph for another, like, the dominoes change, too. And, like, Endurance against them? Endurance is not good against Merfolk. As a beefy blocker against the Island Walk deck? I don't know. I would not bring it in. One Saheeli for one battle? I don't think so. I mean, the battles pitched as Fury Solitude, which is nice. It's also like your Hex Mages get worse, like the more battles you're cutting. It is obviously bad against Force of Negation, but we've pivoted into just like 5-color control a few times. It's been pretty good. Rocky Altars? Maybe Channels, maybe. Good chance I'll forget. Do you care about Force with Vials? No, not enough to bring in Force at least. We have Binding for Vial also, maybe. Yeah, I consider Lockdown over Path of Peril. I just think of the mana base that's considering Hexmage, Path is a lot easier to cast. Like both of our Triomes are black. Well, I'm gonna keep Fury against the Merfolk deck. Deck's been pretty good. We 3-2 the first league, we're 3-1 now. Yeah, Lockdown also gets your Grill Battle and Wrenn and Six, but it is also like way better against Yawgmoth and Hammer. So like I would probably play it since it's also better against Scales too. It's Temporary Lockdown is like nuts right now. I play Boros Lotus Field with main deck Lockdown. Sounds so sick. Maybe if I'll draw a fetch land, which I did, I'll remember to use my treasure token for the Nissa. Could keep the Hexmage, but just keep Fury against the Merfolk deck. Don't overthink it too much. It's kind of hard to warp the mana base to play Hexmage while also want to be Naya base. Difficult problem. Yeah. I mean, it works though. Like the mana hasn't been like terrible, but it's just like very tough to like feel like also like balancing like consideration for Blood Moon versus just like consistency in colors is very difficult. We'll figure it out. Alright, they build another Sylvoon. Kruga Fire's Modern Edition to use Lockdown. I mean, maybe. Oh, I like that draw a lot. Gives me something to use my landfall mana on. And if they Subtlety, I can at least get Temple Garden. So I didn't have a 1-drop to Violence, we'll just pass back here. I preferred a Solitude or Fury, but I guess backupness is not the worst if they have Dismember. If they have Dismember, they don't Sylvoon this turn. Yeah, you could play some number of Abundant Growths. You also just don't need to. What about Merfolk and Modern? Pretty mid? I mean, it's mid, but it is playable. It's, you know, it's won a lot of tournaments over the years at this point, and It is playable. It's like I would describe Merfolk as weirdly playable would be my analysis. How about another 5-drop? Let's attack my Invasion here, which can actually tutor me a land if I flip it. Not that I can flip it this turn. My opponent might Trickster double block. I'd be obviously pretty happy with that since I have another Nissa. Maybe Blood Moon. And we have Plains and Leyline Binding and Force of Vigor and Nissa. I like Path of Peril a lot. You can play whatever you want in that spot instead Desert. You know, these new lists, I like to not put a lot of focus on the sideboard just because sideboards take so long to tune. Very weird timing, I feel like, on this Dismember. Like, very surprised that wasn't just played on their turn. So they're not playing Sylvoon, which makes me kind of think that they are holding it for like Force and or Subtlety, or they have like 2-mana interaction. I'm just gonna Wrenn and Six. Could evoke a Fury to try to keep Wrenn and Six around for next turn, which seems like pretty worth it. They could have Trickster too. I think I just have so much top end. I really need another land. I think, you know, it's maybe not that much deeper than that. Oh, the Nissa got revealed, right? I forgot about that. So that makes sense on the Dismember then. I forgot about that. Give me something that's so easy to forget, or at least I feel like I forget that kind of stuff all the time. Yeah, this line is really bad against Trickster. Yeah, there it is. Boreal filters Mutavault and Cavern of Souls mana into blue mana if you need it. A totally fine card to omit if you don't want to pick it up. Yeah, if Fury could hit battles, it would be a playable modern card for sure. So if I draw a fetch line, I can go Nissa into 5-drop. They're into Sylvoon 2 mystery cards. I think I'm just gonna go try to go Nissa into Wrenn. They have another Trickster. They do indeed. I guess we can evoke a Fury now. I'll pitch the Invasion so I can try to go Wrenn and 6 into 5 mana Incarnation next turn. Off the Nissa. I'm never gonna 4-1 a league again. Yeah, Fury is awful. Fury is so bad, y'all. Not even playable. They drew Dismember for turn. Their last card is Sylvoon. They drew I guess not as good as a Lord, huh? Tough, tough, tough. No, I'm dead to Sylvoon if I drop Path of Peril still, but I thought that I did. Okay, 3-2 Purgatory continues. I don't know what we did to deserve this, but we are here. Let me think. I think we'll get our fill of Cube tomorrow in between rounds of the challenge. I'm not like so in love with this version of Cube. I'm like
that.